Goobertown Hobbies. Welcome to Goobertown. Today, I'm talking about painting handles. People love these things. These are great. They give you a nice grip on the Mini, they give you a lot of fine control while you're working with it. I use it sometimes, but what I find myself using most of the time are these. All of my Minis have magnets on the underside. That's for storage and for transport. But when it comes to painting, those magnets actually give me a lot of convenient options. I really like to use a handle when I'm painting minis. The obvious advantage is that it keeps me from touching wet paint, but it has some ergonomic benefits also, giving better control and putting less strain on the hands. Lots of people glue or putty their models to an old jar or something to use as a handle, and Citadel's handle has gotten really popular. I like these magnet dowels though because they feel great in the hand. That magnet makes it really easy to put models on top and take them off. Also, they're cheap and easy to make, so I have enough that I can batch paint a big squad all at once, and everybody gets their own handle. To make these, I first bought a dowel in a convenient width. I think this is 1 1/4 inches, and I chopped it up into 3-inch segments. Then I used a drill press to drill some holes in the top and bottom, actually, in the same diameter of the magnets I was going to put in there. And then a little bit of sandpaper, and I had a whole bunch of these ready to go. Next, gluing the magnets in. First thing I do is I consult my reference magnet. I have a magnet glued to the top of an old can of Dark Angel's green. I judge all of my magnets off of that one to make sure that I'm getting the polarity right. I am going to use 2-part epoxy for this, and so I try to get as much epoxying done all at once whenever I pull out this glue because the mixing tip gets wasted after one use. So gluing some magnets to some bottom of some bases, and I'm gluing magnets into these sticks at the same time. First, I put the magnet in the correct orientation down on that piece of scrap wood. Then I put some epoxy into the dowel's hole, and then I put the dowel down on top of the magnet and get everything nice and flush and let the epoxy cure. Staying busy while I wait for that to cure, I've got a bunch of Imperial Guardsmen hanging upside down over the edge of the table there. I found that's the best way to get their bottom of the bases flat for this epoxying, and I'm just going through, putting a little epoxy on each base, and then using my reference magnet to make sure that I'm getting a magnet in the right orientation on each one of them. The magnetic holders that I made have a magnet on each end. The reason I did that is if I'm working with a big squad of guys and doing some batch painting, I can be working on a cookie sheet and making sure that none of them fall over even if I go to put them all away for the evening or something. Alright, it's been about an hour and the epoxy has cured. I'm ready to pop the models on the dowels and get painting. Pop, pop, pop. They're all on their handles and ready to go. I really like those magnetic dowels that I made for myself, but there are a lot of other options. Having magnets on the bottom of the minis gives you a lot of choices. So here's something else I tried, where I just used large bolts as handles. The magnet sticks right down to the bolt, and that bolt is the right size for a handle. It's got some heft to it. In the end, I actually kind of didn't like the heft because I was worried that if I dropped the model it'd totally get destroyed, but there's one option. Something I got a lot of use out of is this PVC contraption that has steel washers glued to the top of those uprights. I use this a lot for priming models. Real quick and real easy to stick magnets to the top of those uprights, and then you can go outside and really get a lot of good angles on the models with the spray can. Shoot them from any side, above, below, side, whatever. Another option for spray priming minis that have magnets on them is this piece of angle steel. Real easy to plop them all down, take it outside, hit them with the spray can. I've used this with my airbrush as well. Here's one last little clip before I wrap up, just showing the advantages of having magnets on the bottom of your models. Cake pans are a great way to store models. They're the right height, they have covers, they stack, and they're made out of steel, so they hold the models without damaging anything. No foam involved. And it's real quick to pluck the models up and put them on the painting handles. So going from deep storage to ready to go in a couple of seconds here. Alright, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and come back again soon.